I think it's critical that the Globe and Mail takes a leadership position to help profile the importance of premium content and premium journalism in the Canadian marketplace. I think, well, at the end of the day, we are making substantial investments in journalism so we can improve and make Canada a better country. And we felt that this platform, working jointly with the Group M team, will allow us to articulate the value that journalism brings to both the society as well as the advertising community.
So at Group M, we fundamentally believe that advertisers are going to get the best outcomes from advertising in premium environments. The Globe and Mail firmly delivers on that, and I think that today exploring how news is changing is not only important for our clients and for us, but it's also a fascinating subject matter.
The people's trust in established media companies, the kinds of media companies who take the time to check facts, to investigate issues in a responsible manner, is still there. That has been supplanted by a much cheaper version of information. It's free to consume, it's not always responsible, and at the same time you have a lot of these legacy media companies who have to make the pivot to asking for people to pay for the news by necessity, because the model has fundamentally changed. We were always able to deliver that value relatively cheaply because it was underpinned so strongly by advertising, and that has really, really changed now.
There's so much information so readily available at our fingertips. Like with my iPhone, I have more computing power. I don't know how you do daily reporting like in the 80s. So journalism has never been better. Journalists have never been more accountable. Often thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get blasted about this. And that makes me go through a thought process when I'm doing my writing and reporting. Am I being fair? That I don't think would be there if I didn't have that level of accountability.
Yeah, and what gives me hope, I think, is just the passion I see across the industry in advocating for the value of what journalists do. Robin's a great example. Robin changed lives. This is really serious. This takes a long time, and it takes an unbelievable amount of investment. Robin proved a hole in the system that was hurting people and not getting them the justice they deserved. And she's just one example of the kind of stuff that gets done across this industry all the time, and it's not fucking cheap.
Visual also gives us a chance to tell stories from across the country, a diversity of stories that you don't necessarily see in text. So we really look at assigning a diversity of photography and a diversity of illustrators to tell Canada stories. The push with our visuals is to try to kind of cut through all the noise of all the visuals that are out there and really make sure that the stuff we're doing stands out.
Look at how different your decisions would be knowing that clicks are not equal. And the packaging and promotion of content across your pages and across your experiences actually matter, and you need to optimize for those things. And that's exactly what Sophie did. It cracked the math.
The reason why brands exist is so that you can automatically communicate trust. That's why it commands a premium value, right? So the question is, from a publisher perspective or an advertiser perspective, I mean, it's all at the end of the day. It's about maintaining that and managing the consumer trust. But we can now do it from a technology perspective.
Google and Apple, they're doing the exact same, like it's opposite sides of the exact same coin. Apple is saying they're protecting privacy. They're actually using every single thing they capture on you to sell you those incremental services just within the Apple world. Google's just doing it to sell it to others. So you as a consumer have to be really aware of the value of the data. And I think that's the other thing that's going to be changing over time, is expectations get higher and higher. So you've got to deliver in a way that's respectful of the data you're getting and provide that. And if you don't, you're not going to keep getting the data.
An event like today is really a sign of the strength of the partnership we have with the Globe and Mail. We spend an awful lot of time in dialogue with Andrew and his team about how we can best promote our premium partners. And I think what better way to do that than an event like today where we can discuss the future of news.